Good morning. It is Saturday morning, and I'm hiding here in the bathroom. Well, I know it looks like I'm sitting on the toilet. Actually, I am, but not like you think, the lid's not down, and well, anyway, I'm not getting off to a good start here, am I? Well, today is the day I was supposed to meet the person who I'm going to do reaction videos with. Because I have been reminded that I tend to do the same thing over and over and expect a different outcome, the true definition of insanity, I'm not going to talk about it too much or have any false hope, because I don't even know what kind of reaction videos I was going to do. I was thinking today maybe he was going to come over and just look at the stuff that I have that I didn't sell on eBay. And then I got to thinking maybe he's not even that comfortable with doing the reaction videos, because I tend to be a magnet for people that are problems. What if all he wants to do is come over here and grab a whole bunch of stuff for free? And if I ask him about doing a reaction video, he'll look like a deer in the headlights and say, "What? You're not going to have me on camera, are you? What will my church folk, my wife, my kids, my therapist think?" Yeah, well, you should have thought of that before you got here, dude. Hey, the gloves are off. You could be the nicest guy in the world, but because those people who've come before you, yeah. I've gotten edgy, and if I haven't, I've gotten people that have gotten to know me in this short, brief period of time that says, "You're trying to repeat the same patterns again." Yeah, you check this guy out. Okay, I will, I promise. But I was thinking about what type of reaction videos to do. I don't want to be just another person grabbing at that low-hanging fruit. It's so tempting to do the Chris Hansen series, but everybody is doing that. And I'm very happy we're living in a world that it still isn't acceptable for grown men, and it's usually men, going to meet underage boys and girls. And I don't mind criticizing them, because, yeah, they could have just made a error in judgment, and maybe they just have mental problems. But you guys got to realize that there was an actual child there. That child could be ruined. A scenario that should be, ideally, maybe I'm just a hopeless romantic, something beautiful, and at least with some idea that it might be a permanent relationship. You know what I'm getting at. If they haven't had that first experience yet, you don't really want it to be some 50-year-old man living in his mother's attic, ideally. So those people are kind of low-hanging fruit. I don't mind criticizing, but just everybody has already done it. Did you guys ever research the Chris Hansen thing? It was only supposed to be a couple of seasons, and now, like 30 years later, there is Chris Hansen still catching preds. I'm careful what I say, because I heard that even saying that word will make it to where your video is not seen by anybody, and I'm struggling even to get the few people I get. Okay, so we won't say that, but you know what I mean. And there's some times I see people piling on, even people that have made a lot of money at this, that are kind of at the celebrity status. Okay, let me give you an example. There is a woman out there that decided her pronouns were them, their, and turtle. Okay, it is weird, but I can kind of see what she's going with. She's an educator, and I'm going to guess at some time or another she had to get up in front of a bunch of children. And unlike many people who tell you what their pronouns are, she looks like her pronouns. Well, not the them, the theirs. She does look like the turtle part of it. And if she's up in front of a bunch of kids, I could imagine they're looking at her thinking, "Wow, she looks just like that box turtle my daddy had to swerve and miss because it was crossing the street." And she probably decided they're going to be thinking that anyway. I might as well go with it. So shouldn't we show her a little compassion? Being so, that's probably what she was thinking. I don't know, there is no compassion when some people do those reaction videos, and I kind of didn't want to be that, you know, just piling on. I would rather not, even if it's piling on the predators. How about I can come up with some reaction videos to something that hasn't been done a million times? And if you have a suggestion, I don't mind paying a few bucks for a series if it's something good and worthwhile, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm still hopeful this guy does not disappoint me and decide once he gets here that he was just here to go through a bunch of junk that I have for possible resale. Because he seems a little shy. Like maybe doing the video things was not his first choice. It was more digging through a pile of junk to see what he could potentially resell. And that might be okay too, because the way I've thought about it by this time, if it isn't something that I'm using, that it was in the pile or I have given away, probably it could walk out the door. And even if I don't see it again, I may not be crying big tears, but still, nonetheless, I mean, I need money. That's why I got the stuff in the first place, was I was hopeful to sell it, resell it. And I do want to get it a new home before some of it expires. Some of it is makeup products and anti-aging. I have an entire box, and I cannot think of the name of the product, but they were going between $25 and $35 a piece, and I probably have at least 35 of them. They're exfoliators, you know, the granular stuff that people use to exfoliate their face. I got a whole box of those, and I've got foundations of a bunch of different colors, and I think they're mostly the darker colors. I have the spray-on foundation because when I was going out to look for stuff to resell, you tend to gravitate towards stuff you may already know something about. It is quite good resellable stuff still, but I was hopeful for somebody to do reaction videos with. Still, they may be still out there. My friend in the UK that I have never met said, you might want to use your husband for that. He might want to do reaction videos. You guys won't know until you meet him what I'm really talking about. He kind of sometimes seems to have Tourette syndrome. Being monetized would be the least of my problems if I had him do a reaction video. It might be where we can move to where we can't be found. He will either do one of two things. He will either steal the show and be a star, which would be okay, since I don't really want to be in it anyway, or he would make so many people so angry and so mad by the reactions that he has that he cannot seem to keep hidden, that, yeah, we'd have a whole other host of problems. Well, for example, I push him in the wheelchair a lot, and he'll start yelling sometimes because we'll pass somebody when we're out walking, turn me around, I got something to say. And I'm like motioning to the people to hurry up and get out and get away because I'm scared of what it's going to be. What is he going to say? But I'll turn him around, and so far he's been pretty decent. But I still get very, very nervous because who are they going to hit? They're not going to hit the man who's disabled in the wheelchair. I'm already very self-conscious. I don't need a black eye. I don't need a bloody nose. Sometimes say things that he says, oh yeah, they can be just like that. But anyway, I still might have him do a video with me, a reaction video. But on another topic, I think I'm going to go out for a walk here pretty soon. It is Saturday, and I hope you're having a safe Saturday. And I appreciate the people that have pointed out that I'm going into this relationship way too hopeful with the new person that I have not met, because I tend to draw in people that have less than good intentions. And I'm not young, maybe not necessarily on me, but, you know, people that are looking for something for nothing, or they're just bat, sugar, honey, iced tea, I draw those in. Okay, point taken. I heard you. I will try to do better and start out with zero expectations of this person, okay? And I won't let them walk out with anything that I'm going to miss. I promise. And have a wonderful weekend.